Olay! What is up, everybody? Super Geek for Life here once again. Bring you guys my NFL picks for the Wild Card weekend. Before I do that, I wish everybody a Happy New Year. We are about, I'd say, a half hour into the new year. Hopefully 2014 will bring a lot of good things for us and for you, so Happy New Year to you, to all of you out there. With that being said, we're going to get right into the picks. Starting with the Saturday games, Kansas City at Indianapolis. I like Kansas City a lot in this game. I like the running game with Jamal Charles being able to contain, or not say contain, but keep the ball out of the hands of Andrew Luck and dominate time of possession in this game. And I think Alex Smith will manage the game very well, like he's done all year. Not turning the football over, obviously, and defensively, Kansas City is just on another level. Not as good as Seattle's defense, but they're very good. And I think they'll win 24-17, like a score around that area. It'll be a close game throughout. Neither team, I think, will have a double-digit lead throughout the entire game, but I think Kansas City will go in there and get it done. For the nightcap, New Orleans at Philly. Depending on the weather, I'm not really sure if there's going to be any wind or any precipitation. But if there's no wind, no precipitation, if it's just cold, I think both offenses will have their way Saturday night. I think Philly's offense is slightly better, more balanced than New Orleans' offense. Obviously, New Orleans can just throw the football 50 times without any care in the world because they have one of the best QBs, one of the best tight ends, a nice group of receivers. But Philly's got Nick Foles, who was just, he's exceeded so many people's expectations. He wasn't even the starter at the beginning of the year. He came in for an interim Michael Vick, took control of this offense and just ran away with it, and he has played exceptionally well. You've also got LaShawn McCoy, who's up there for MVP honors, which is deservedly so. Monster year. You got Deshaun Jackson, Frank Selleck, and by the way, they lost Jeremy Maclin I believe before the year started. This was all without Jeremy Maclin as a second receiver, go-to receiver for them. So think about how good this offense, how even better this offense would be with him as a go-to target for Nick Foles. Scary, absolutely scary. I think depending on the weather, I think both teams will have a lot of points up on the board. I think Philly will score more offensively, and I think they'll win 35-31, a score around that area. Again, depending on the weather and if it cooperates or not. On to the Sunday game, San Diego at Cincinnati. I was kind of inclined to go with the upset here and go with San Diego to win on the road, but Cincinnati has not lost a game at home hasn't lost a game at home all year, which I didn't think, nobody expected that to happen. We all thought Seattle would hold that honor, but they lost only one game at home. But Cincinnati did everything in their power to hand the game over to Baltimore last week. Andy Dalton's got to play a lot better in the postseason to avoid being bounced in the first round for the third year in a row. Expect the defense and the running game to really carry Cincinnati in this game. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, Bernard. Defensively, Cincinnati can get after the quarterback better than anybody. Well, not any other team, but you get what I mean. Their defense is really freaking good. So I think Cincinnati will win to the tune of 24-13. That's the only score I can think of right now, but I think Cincinnati will get it done. And here's the game that I've had some back and forth on, San Francisco at Green Bay. When this game was first announced last Sunday, I had San Francisco winning one day, Green Bay winning another, went back to San Francisco. I just couldn't decide on which team I think will win this game. I ultimately will go with Green Bay to win this football game because it's only because Aaron Rodgers is playing. That's it. If they had Matt Flynn at quarterback right now, I would definitely take San Francisco on the road with Colin Kaepernick and with that defense. But given the fact that Green Bay is at home and Aaron Rodgers is playing, I gotta go with Green Bay, and I think whoever has the ball last, I think will win the game. I think it'll be that type of game where I think both offenses, depending on the weather, could have big games. Kaepernick could have a big game. So will Rodgers. I don't think Eddie Lacy will be able to run the football on this defense, especially with that hurt ankle. I know he's played well with it, but I don't think he's going to be able to do what he's been doing all year to this 49er defense. I think the 49er defense has too much pride to let that happen, even if they're playing on the road. But I think Green Bay will win this game 20-17 on a Mason Crosby field goal at the end. There you have it. Those are my picks. Hopefully you enjoyed. Until next time, Super Yuki for Life signing off. Peace and Happy New Year. Ole.